Good morning. So, I want to talk about how nothing is ever really left undone. Um, there is only progression. There only is what is. And the concept uh, of leaving things undone, we have to finish things in our lifetime. We have to accomplish this or that because it is of utmost importance. The importance of it is only within our conception of its importance because there is constant progression in the world. There is only progression. There is only continuation. There is only uh, zeros, which is the absence of existence, versus one existence. So there is only um, existence. The absence of existence is just that, non-existent. So it doesn't exist within itself. Um, so the very concept of existence is constant and continuous progression because you can never stop time. You can never stop the progression of all that is, the expansion of all that is. We are a continuation of the Big Bang. We are continuous expansion of God. Everything that we do and everything that we know, even the language that we speak, is based upon existence that came before us, is based upon previous knowledge, is based upon what was built in the past and the legacies and the I guess you would say we're still writing on um, uh, uh, experiments is what's coming up for me, but I don't know that that is a good word for here. But we are still, we are building on what our ancestors have already built and left behind them as a legacy. So the only thing that really we leave as legacy is our own expansion, our own experience, our own knowledge. We are expanding on. We are still riding on the waves of the knowledge that our ancestors have brought forth. And what is knowledge? Knowledge is just exposure of what already is in existence. So it's figuring out what already is. So even in expansion is an illusion. All it is revealing what already is in existence. So there is only what is. So there isn't anything that is left undone except for to the individual who feels like the importance of whatever they're doing and needs to be done. Um, I do agree that some lives that are spent do uncover a lot more knowledge than other lives. So depending on the experiencer of the life, right? Depending on because my whole body, everything that I am, everything that is going to be going back, transitioning back into the earth and becoming plants and animals and being completely dispersed throughout this 3D existence, and over thousands of years will be moved across continents and changing continuously form. Part of me will become part of the ocean. Part of me will become part of other life beings. Part of me will just become earth. Part of me will become, the water. Part of me will connect to other water particles. And so this body is going to transition, and the energy, the life energy that is within me will transition as well and go back into the life energy of the planet, and possibly come out as a different life form, a different human, a different experience. So the illusion of not getting something done, it is a progression. So everything that I start, I can trust in humanity for the continuation of it. Even those of us that are out on the forefront and out on this spiritual awakening and leading mankind into new adventures, new ways of being, new thought processes. All of those of us that are out on the fringes, leading the way. First of all, we are the ones that get, first of all, the excitement of life, because we are in a individual expansion that is way beyond the um, we're progressing also quicker. We're also expanding quicker, especially when we are individuals. Because if it's just like when you go on let's say you go on a trip and you're traveling. When you're traveling alone, it goes really quick. You get to see a lot of different sites. When you're two people, it goes a little bit slower, because you have to discuss, you have to agree, you have to decide together. Um, there's some things that there's give and take. And when you're a group, then it goes really slow, because there's so many different people and so many different moving parts that you have to take into consideration. So as you're moving as an individual, you're progressing way quicker. That's why a lot of us on the spiritual awakening find ourselves by ourselves, not only because nobody else can process your insides for you. Nobody else can come to the conclusions that you come, and nobody else has lived your life and can completely understand what you're going through. You're the only one that can process yourself completely and knowingly. So we also have this exciting life that we are out there discovering new territory and new things and new ways of thinking, and really going through ourselves and discovering what this human experience is all about, and being able to put it out there. But we are also the ones that get the most what is the word, like discrimination, or the most push against, because we are coming up with new ideas that haven't been explored yet. We're coming up with, we are pulling humanity in directions that is uncomfortable for many, many people. And not only uncomfortable, but also incomprehensible, because if you are at this place on the ladder, a lot of times you can't see what is way up at the top of the ladder, or comprehend it or understand it. So that we are also getting a lot of pushback from push against, or that also grows us, because it allows us to defend, or to further understand, and further articulate, and further ground our idea into us, or the new understanding into us. It gives us a further opportunity to check all different directions and different aspects of whatever the process that we're bringing forward, whatever the emotional or spiritual or thought process is that we're bringing forward. So it allows us to further expand it, and further think about it, and look at it from different aspects, and to I don't want to say defend it, because I don't like that word really, but it is kind of like when you get more push against your idea, you get more ways in which you can correct and evaluate what it is. And so what I want to come back to, the point is that there is nothing that is ever left undone. This is a constant progression. This is a constant expansion. This life is just an experience. And the more that we expand, the more we expand humanity. The more that that we are able to process emotions and process vibrations and understandings. We are like filters of the universe. So if a vibration comes to us that is out of sync and we are able to align it, then we are actually processing this for the all, for the collective, for the universe, for God, creating more and more expansion, more and more purification. And so when you look at it like this, and when you say there isn't anything ever left undone, then that also removes urgency. There is no urgency. That is an illusion. Anything that is worth doing right. And the process, just like we say, the experience is what is important. The process of whatever we're doing is of utmost importance. It is the importance because we are creating a process. We're not racing after the final product, because what is it worth without the process? It's not, without the process, it has no meaning. Achievement without these striving towards, or without the process of the achievement, is not achievement. It's that is why when we have children, if we give them everything that they want and they never have to create something themselves, or never have to never have the satisfaction of doing something on their own, trying to achieve something and going through the entire process, and then when they get what it is at the end, then they have this feeling of satisfaction, of appreciation, first of all, towards what they have achieved, and also this satisfaction in knowing within themselves that they are capable, that they are, that they were determined. There are so many emotions in allowing, in the process. There's so much expansion within the process that happens within the process that just doesn't happen without the process. So the process is what is important. That's where all the goodies are. And so there is no race. It is if you can, the more, but in saying that, there is kind of a paradox in here, because the more that we achieve in our lives, and the more that we process, and the more that we create, and the more that we expand ourselves, therefore expand humanity. It's just like the person the people that created the automobile. They expanded humanity in so many ways, way beyond what they could have even imagined. And they left that as their legacy. So the more that we are able to do that, first of all, the more our life experience is enjoyable, because achievement, and that was the word that I was looking for when I was talking about when we allow our children to achieve things on their own, achievement is very, very satisfying. So when you are able to go through life and you're able to process something and to achieve something, and have that feeling of satisfaction that you have achieved, that you are worthy, and know your power and know your strength, then your life experience is that much sweeter. You go through life knowing that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are able, that you have achieved, that you have done something, that you have left a legacy, and that you have expanded yourself. You also expand yourself emotionally. You expand what you know you're capable of. Your life experience becomes that much more sweet. And that's all this is. Coming back to, that's all this is. This is a life experience. That's all this is. Everything that we grab that is finite, that we're holding on to, for our continuation, our transition, it has no meaning for us. It has no meaning for us. We leave our children things so that they can live a comfortable life, but in the end, they also have a life experience where they need to do their own achievements, and they need to need. That's not a word that I love using, but a lot of times it's a word that comes in, what to do. your children do need to have their own life experience, and they will have their own life experience. That's just part of it. I'm going through this. Look at this, beautiful. This little kind of like in the middle of these trees. That's really pretty in here. So there is the urgency and have to get things done is an illusion. I mean, it's paradox. It's a paradox. So there is in getting things done and accomplishment, there is a sweetness to life, but at the same time, if you can achieve with also letting whatever it is that you are achieving go while you are going through the process, then there's a certain sweetness to it. The urgency is left out, and then you begin to do things according to how they need to be done rather than the urgency of, I have to get this done, I have to get this done. And then you're losing the process. You are forfeiting a huge part of life that is just the sweetness of life, the expansion of it, the knowing your worthiness of it, the sense of achievement of it, the knowing that you are able to solve things, and just know that nothing is ever left undone. There is no such thing. Undone is an illusion. It is just like minus. Minus is an illusion. There only is in the universe. There only is existence. There is no minus. So there is no way to leave things undone. Overall, as humanity, we are expanding and we are continuously expanding. There are those on the forefront pulling humanity further along, but humanity is slowly progressing, 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 progressing. And a lot of times things that we are already as an individual can expand into in this generation may take humanity as a lump sum, as the consensus, as a whole, another couple generations to catch up. So there's a fine line in between your own individual a fine line. It's not a fine line. There's a balance that needs to be found during this life experience, that is of your own life experience and your own individual expansion, but also staying connected to the consensus and to um, the humanity as a whole. So um, I hope that that was clear and helpful. It's such a big point. I could keep on talking about it for a long time, but I feel like when I do, I kind of go in circles a little bit, and so that's how my expansion happens. It happens kind of in a spiral, and I go through things and look at them from different ways and different aspects, and keep on talking them through, and they keep on rising and rising. So, sending you guys so much love. Thank you for watching.